2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. It's the East All-Stars facing the West All-Stars. And the West will start out with the possession. A look at the starting group for the East All-Stars. Halliburton is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Jason Tatum. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Embiid in at the 5, patrolling the paint. Now, here is Halliburton. After LeBron James's miss. Back to Giannis. And a missed layup.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Doncic outside. Back to LeBron. Halliburton against Doncic. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Giannis kicks to Lillard. Halliburton in the corner. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
So the West ends up going with the new group. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Up top, Curry. Brunson covering. Takes it from 10, and that's good for 2. Curry's got the game going here with the first basket for the West All-Stars. Brunson with it. Floats one up, and Davis sends it back.
That infinite wingspan of Davis is on full display there.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Now the pass to Curry. "12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 6 to shoot. From the arc. That one, no good. Good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. West All-Stars lead by 2. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break.
0.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the West All-Stars, what's your take so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
On the court for the East All-Stars here in the second. They've got Adebayo. Actually out there with Donovan Mitchell. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Banchero in at the 4. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jason Tatum said his quiet demeanor may belie his hunger to win for some people. He said, "I feel like sometimes I come off so laid back that I don't know if people understand how much I invest into this game, how much I care, how hard I work, because I'm not the loudest or may show everything." Kevin?
Yeah, you know, his passion, DA, for the game is right there. We appreciate your score. Stolen by Mitchell. And now the fast break. Mitchell with the ball.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take off the entire team to earn that foul.
First team
The East
foul.
All-Stars shooting their first shots from the stripe in
At
this
the line
game.
for the East All-Stars, Donovan Mitchell, taking 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And people still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. James checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Kawhi Leonard comes in for George. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander subbed in for Edwards. And then for the East, Giannis comes in for Paolo Banchero. And it's Tatum in for Jaylen Brown. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And Davis with the basket on the assist from Gilgeous-Alexander.
Inside offense almost seems too easy for Davis, but it's not. I mean, you have to have a lot of confidence, strength, and skill to score against that kind of defense.
And the East All-Stars decide to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Halliburton's checked in for the East. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Antetokounmpo passes to Maxey. Here's Tatum. AT that time from Leonard.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now, here's Maxey after LeBron James's miss. Maxey passes to Giannis. Using his size, Giannis.
Selfless pass there from Maxey. Really able to handle the guard position quite well.
Loads it up for Davis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Now, here's Tatum. Lets the three fly. It's not going to go for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. It's the West All-Stars. They lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back from the first half. It's been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
A competitive matchup for the West All-Stars in the first quarter. They led by 2 after the first. And so far, they're out in front, but not by much as we head into the half. Kenny, your thoughts on the West All-Stars first half?
We have to love the second unit. I mean, the effort they displayed, they're doing much more than giving the starters a break. We're seeing real intensity from them, particularly on the offensive end.
And Shaq, what did you think about the East All-Stars?
Terrible execution deal, offensive end, rushing things, taking bad shots. Here's the thought. pound the ball inside. 100%.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We've got Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic is out there with James. Then there's Doncic, and it's Durant in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for the West All-Stars right now. The West leading by 4. Inside, James. And the dunk by James.
In attack mode. We've seen this from James now for what? 2 decades?
Halliburton outside. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Halliburton.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
Now, here's Doncic. No scoring in this one. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Such a threat to score. Jokic taking advantage of the defense, being a little overzealous that time.
It's his first trip to the line.
The West All-Stars, Nikola Jokic.
Two shots. Last on the first.
And he makes the first.
You know, for Jokic, his consistency at the line goes back to his rookie season. He's always shot above 80% on his free throws. That's remarkable for a guy of his size.
Looking at who's out there now for the West. Towns, he's checked in for James. Paul George comes in for Kevin Durant. Edwards, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. And Stephen Curry is subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Both good from the line that time. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And Lillard kicks to Giannis. Banchero outside. The 3 ball. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Jokic passes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Curry's got the lead up to 6 now for the West All-Stars. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Banchero against Towns. Charity stripe shot. And it's Banchero missing.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here is Edwards. Scoreless thus far. Back to Curry. And the West hit again from deep.
It looks easy, effortless. Curry, natural from long range.
And so it's the West All-Stars in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. On the court for the East All-Stars, Banchero up there with Jason Tatum. Then there's Tyrese Halliburton. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Tatum. Good D by LeBron.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Davis throws it down.
This is why you integrate Davis into these sets, because he's terrific at finishing them off.
There's 1:17 left in the 4th. Here's Tatum. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Anthony Davis.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
For the East All-Stars.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the West All-Stars.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And all game long, they work the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
A young man who has an appetite for greatness, always pushing himself, is Jason Tatum. Each year he continues to move the needle, achieving new levels of accomplishment in the game.
He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them to within 10.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Davis dishes to LeBron. Lets it go from 11. It's deflected.
And when Banchero turns it up, he can be a factor at the defensive end.
Adebayo kicks to Tatum. From outside the arc. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
East All-Stars foul called. Jalen Brunson. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Jokic, he's checked in for Anthony Davis. Giannis, he's checked in for the East. Lillard comes in for Jalen Brunson. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
And the East All-Stars call time here. They trail by 9. 41 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
A no-brainer choice here. I mean, given how incredible he's played, just decimated the defense and did whatever he wanted to. No doubt in anybody's mind that this award was going to him.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Tatum, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the West. To the middle. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Kicks it out to LeBron. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that. And the West leads by 11.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Chalk up 2 there.
Excellent taking it to the defense there. Tatum showing you his strength.
And here's Leonard. So it's the West All-Stars picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. Once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Ulmer, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.